Welcome to 360 Degrees Thriving Kids Hub. Here you will find contents that nurture kids to be grounded in their identity, emotionally strong, and full of integrity, ready to impact their world. When a child knows who they are ready to impact the world. Join us on the journey.
So welcome to class once again. Welcome everyone. So good to see you all here again. Yeah, it's a week now and I missed you all so much. And I hope you guys are putting to use what you're learning, right? When you get this knowledge and you're not putting it to use, it's not good, right? So as much as possible every week, try to put to practice what you're learning, your beliefs, right? If there are any limiting beliefs, convert it to an empowering beliefs, right? Use the power of yet. Oh, I can't do it yet. Oh, I can't solve that maths yet. Instead of saying, I can never be good at maths, or no, maths is so difficult, I can't do it. Oh, science is so difficult, I can't do it. Oh, I can't speak in presence, like in public. No, you can, right? You just need to be confident. You just need to practice, right? Keep learning and then you would grow, okay? So remember that as empowered kids, we make wise use of our day. We don't waste our day. We have the mindset of we can grow, we can learn. As long as we can practice, as long as we can pick it up and say, I want to practice this. Even if it's for 5 minutes a day, you can grow, you can improve, okay? So, and remember your values. Your values helps you to make decisions. They help you with your choices. Okay, so you need to know your values and remember, let your values match your actions. Okay, if you say you are a person of integrity, then let your actions match it. If you say, oh, you value honesty, let your actions match it. If you say your value is respect, let your actions match it. Okay, and then we've also spoken about self-awareness. Every day we evolve, every day we discover ourselves. Okay, so take time to reflect, take time to journal, do your assessment, complete your assessment, because through the assessment, you are discovering yourself, you're understanding yourself better. Okay, so every day you will discover new things that you never knew about yourself. So look inwards, right? And you can only know this through journaling, through reflection. Take time at the end of each day to think, how did my day go? How did I act today? Right? Did I act well? Did I speak well? What did I achieve today? Did I achieve all I planned to do? Have I done my homework? Have I showed responsibility today? So all of this, it's what reflecting. You reflect at the end of the day. Okay, so welcome to today's class, and today we will be discussing self-confidence. We will be discussing self-confidence, okay? And remember our housekeeping rules. We raise our hands before we speak, either using the Zoom reaction button or using your hands, just raising your hands, right? Then respect each other's view, stay focused, and use I, not we, whenever you want to make a comment. Welcome, David. Okay, so our values, right? Anyone wants to remind me what our values are? Anyone? I know I showed you guys briefly, but anyone wants to try. Okay, excellent, Excel. I see your hand raised. Want to tell us? Anyone? You can also put it in the chat if you don't want to speak. Okay, Flourish Fola. I see your hand.
Humble heart.
Humble heart. Thank you so much. Anybody else? Okay, Brilliant Champion Israel.
Positive attitude.
Good job. Thank you. Okay. Excellent, Excel. Yep.
Listening is.
Good. Great. Thank you. Listening, yes. That's beautiful. We have 2 more. Okay, Brilliant Champion Israel.
Helping hands.
Good, helping hands. Thank you. Then we have 1 more. Okay,
kind
Flourish. Okay, you said something, organized, Kumi.
hearts, I think.
Kind mouth. Thank you. Yes, that's beautiful. Thank you, everyone. We did it this time around. Last week, I assisted you guys, right? But now we did it. That's beautiful. Thank you so much. So listening ears, you listen carefully. Don't be distracted. Positive attitude. We have the I can do it attitude, okay? We stay happy. And kind mouth, right? We say nice word rather than tearing people down. Then helping hands, we share, we support, and we help others without being asked. That shows responsibility, right? And then we have humble heart. We don't act proud. We learn, right? We're always willing to learn, right? And we're always willing to share as well. Whatever we learn, we're always willing to share, okay? And then we'll move on to affirmation. So I want you all to join me in saying affirmation. So today is a new chance to grow.
Is a new chance to grow.
My brain is a muscle.
My brain is a muscle.
And I am ready to learn.
And I'm ready to learn.
I will lead with my heart
I will live with my heart
and learn with my mind.
and learn with my mind.
I am evolving
Evolving
to be my best self.
to be my best self.
Thank you, everyone. So you can mute now. So today is another chance for us to grow. Remember, as empowered kids, every day we have the opportunity to grow. We have the opportunity to learn. So learn from what did not work well yesterday and make a change today, ensuring that it works well, right? You have a chance to grow every day. You have a chance, the opportunity to improve every day. If you had set a target for yesterday and say, okay, I'm going to learn 5 words today, and you did not learn it, don't speak to yourself and say, oh, I'm not just good at anything. I can't just be consistent, right? This little thing I can't do. No, don't say that to yourself. Today is another opportunity. Make wise use of it. Go back to that task. Go back to that study, right? And complete that 5 words, right? Don't be discouraged. Keep going, okay? So you have a chance to grow every day. And that's why we are here to learn something new, okay? And so our objectives for today is that we're here to understand what self-confidence means, identify ways that we can improve self-confidence and why it matters, right? And how we can apply it on a daily basis. So now we're going to move to our icebreaker. So I'm going to listen to each and every one of us, right? So here we're going to practice self-confidence. You're going to tell me your name, right? So just use your name as is on the chart. You don't need to tell me your last name, okay? So just tell me your name. And if you like, just tell me your first name. You might not need to put, for example, Organized Oluwakumi. You might not need to tell me Organized. Just tell me Oluwakumi or Kumi, whichever you feel comfortable with, but don't tell me your last name, okay? So tell me your name and one thing you like about yourself. You say, my name is, and one thing I like about myself is, so it doesn't have to be a big thing, just something simple, right? Anything matters. Small things matter, right? It could be a big achievement, small achievement, whatever it is. And don't let's repeat what someone else says. Look for something that is unique. Remember, we talked about self-awareness, discovering what is unique about us, right? Why are we special? So you tell me something unique about you, right? And if you feel stuck, you can use this prompt list I have here that says, oh, I'm good at, people say I am, I feel confident when, one thing I like about myself is, okay? So just use the prompt or just tell me, okay? So who wants to go first? Use your raise hand button. Okay, Flourish Fola wants to go first, okay?
My name is Fola, and one thing I like about myself is I am good at spelling.
You are good at what?
Spelling.
Spelling, beautiful, thank you. Okay, who is going next? Or you want me to call you? Who wants to go next? Okay, Organized Oluwakumi and Excellent Excel.
My name is Excel, and one thing I like about myself is that I'm good at sports and I'm kind.
Beautiful. I'm good at sport and I'm kind. Thank you. Okay, Oluwakuni.
Oh, okay. I was gonna type in the chat book.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Wise David.
Oh,
I'm Brave Deborah. Okay, Brave Chihara.
My name is Tiara, and Brave Tiara. One thing I like about myself is that I'm kind and respectful.
Beautiful, kind, and respectful. I love that. Okay, who wants to go next? Okay, brilliant champion Israel.
One thing, my name is Israel, and one thing I like about myself is that I am good at soccer and I keep on going. I don't give up.
Beautiful. Wow. Yes, I'm good at soccer and I keep going. I don't give up. That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing. Wise David and Brave Deborah.
My name is David, and one thing I like about myself is that I'm good at doing my work.
Beautiful. You're good at doing your work. You want to achieve your goals, you want to achieve your task. That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing. Active Tiara and Faithful Tife.
My name is Tifa, and one thing I like about myself is that I'm good at drawing.
Wow, you're good at drawing. You must be an artist. That's beautiful. I love that. Active Tiara, do you want to share?
Yes, my name is Tiara, and one thing I like about myself is that I'm helpful.
Wow, that's beautiful. You're helpful. You love helping. That's beautiful. Thank you. Okay.
And I'm turning 10 in May.
And what?
And I'm turning 10 in May.
You're turning 10 in May. Wow. Okay. One in May. What date? So that we can celebrate you?
May 9th.
May 9th. Okay. All right. I'll put that in my calendar and then we're going to celebrate you. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. All right. Wise David. I believe Brave Deborah wants to say something, right?
Yes, Ma.
Okay. Brave Deborah.
Deborah, and one thing I like about myself is that I am good at gymnastics.
Wow, that's beautiful. I love it. Good at gymnastics. Thank you for sharing, Brave Deborah. Okay, Boss Peniel, I see your hand.
Dad, I'm good at spelling and writing.
Beautiful. Boss Peniel is good at spelling and writing. That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing. Okay, and Organized Oluwakumi says, one thing I like about myself is I learn things quickly. I love that. As they would say, you have a magnetic brain, right? That's beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Wow, I love learning about every one of you. That's so beautiful. Can you see? You have different things about yourself that are unique. You know what makes you special, right? So thank you for sharing confidently, right? What you like about yourself. Okay. Oh, she says she's learning Spanish as well. Okay, maybe I'll come learn from you, right? Thank you for letting us know. That's beautiful. Okay, Wise David, I see your hands up. Do you want to share something?
I forgot to lower my hand.
Oh, okay then. All right, thank you. All right, thank you, everyone. That was beautiful learning about every one of you. So our quote for today is believe in yourself. You are the only you in the world. Did you hear that? It says, believe in yourself. You are the only you in the world. And what does that mean? It means that there is no one else exactly like you. And that is what makes you special. There is no one else exactly like you. And that makes you special. No one has your exact thoughts. No one has the exact talents that you have. No one has the exact personality. You might be of the same age, you might have the same name, you might be in the same school, you might be doing the same sport, but you know what? They don't have the exact thoughts that you have. They don't have the exact talents. The way you do it, they might not be able to do it that way, right? They don't have the kind of personality you have. So you are special. Believe in yourself. You are the only you in the world. So let's imagine that two kids says, one of them says, oh, I wish I was like everyone else. And the other one says, I am different. And that's okay, right? So the second child, they will feel more confident to try new things. They'll feel more confident to speak up. Why? Because they believe in themselves. They accept who they are. Just like you've said, oh, I'm helpful, I'm respectful, I love learning new things, I'm quick at learning things. You know, I'm helpful. Right? So when you say, oh, it's okay, I'm different, you know, I'm different, and that's okay, right? So you will feel more confident because you've accepted who you are, even though you might not be perfect, right? But then you believe in yourself, and that would push you to achieving your goals. You don't need to be like anyone else to be great. I want you to put that at the back of your mind. You don't need to be like anyone else to be great. You don't need to be someone else to be amazing, to be yourself. Believing in yourself helps you to do great things. It helps you to pursue your goal. It helps you to achieve your goal. Remember, there is only one you. You see, you are the only you in the world. So there is only one you, and that is your superpower. Confidence is your superpower, right? So use it every day. Wherever you go, stay confident. Okay? So we're going to move on to what is self-confidence. So self-confidence means believing you can do things, even if they are new, even if they are difficult. You believe that you can do it. It means trusting yourself to achieve your goal, trusting yourself to draw better. Even though you try today and you did not get it well, tomorrow you can do better at it, right? It means saying, I can try this, even when something is new, it feels hard, or is a little scary. You don't have to know everything. You just need to have that mindset that I can do it. I can learn and I can get better at it. Okay? So it could be like you saying, oh, I want to try a new sport, or I want to answer a question in class, even if you're unsure of the answer. That's self-confidence. You believe in yourself that you can do it. It also means trying your best instead of giving up. Like one of us shared, he said, I think that's Brilliant Champion Israel. He said, I don't give up. I keep pushing, even though it feels hard, even though it's looking difficult, it's looking scary. He says, I won't give up. And that's what self-confidence is about. Trying your best. You don't give up quickly. If it's hard, you go for it again. You put it away for a little while, you go back to it. That's self-confidence, right? So being confident doesn't mean you always get everything right. You might not get it right the first time, but you go back to it, you try again. The drawing might not be beautiful, but you go back to it again, right? Until it's perfect, until it's beautiful, right? Until it's what you desire it to be, and say, oh yes, I've done my best, right? I've achieved the maximum that I can here. So for example, if a puzzle is hard, do you give up? No, you keep working. Trying to ride a bicycle, learning to ride a bicycle, do you give up? No, you keep trying. Even though you fall, you still stand up, right? That is how it is. In your science, right? You keep learning, you keep trying that experiment until you get, you don't tell your teacher, I give up, I'm not doing this anymore. No, you keep trying, right? You keep trying, you keep learning instead of saying, I quit. So that's self-confidence. It doesn't mean being perfect. You don't have to be perfect, like I said, for you to be confident, for you to believe in yourself. You don't have to be perfect. Nobody gets everything right every time. Even we adults, right? We don't get everything the first time. Not everything that we get right the first time. So it's just about you believing in yourself that I can do it. Even when I make mistakes, I'll still go for it. I'm not going to give up on myself. I want to be a doctor. Even though this science looks challenging, I'm still going to try. I'm still going to push for it. I'm still going to do all I can, whether to go for tutorials, whether to keep studying, I'm still going to try all I can to ensure that what I become that doctor, to ensure that what I'm successful at maths, I get an A in math, right? To ensure that I love geography, I achieve A in geography, even though it's not my best subject, but I'm still going to learn. I'm still going to study, right? Not giving up on yourself. Right? If you make a mistake in your homework, you will fix it, right? If your teacher says, oh, this is not correct, you go back to fix it, right? So that's how it is. You believe in yourself. You keep trying. You keep what? You keep learning. So being confident doesn't mean you feel scared. You won't feel scared, sorry. It doesn't mean you will never feel scared. It means you try, even if you are scared and say, oh, I can't speak in front of the public, right? In front of an audience. But you still do what? You will still do it. You do it afraid. You are scared, but you still do it. That's what it means, right? You try anyway. You can feel nervous and still be confident at the same time. Okay, so confident people, they feel nervous. Before I started speaking confidently, I used to be very nervous. And sometimes it still happens to me, right? Especially if it's before the audience I've never spoken to before. I will feel nervous. But as I come on stage, but because I believe in myself that I can do it, that makes me go on stage and speak. Even though I'm afraid, but I still go because I believe in my ability, right? I believe that I can do it. So that can be you. You might be nervous, but because you believe in yourself, right? So that's why we spoke about belief last week, that you need to be able to believe in yourself. Don't let limiting belief, right? Don't let it take over your heart. Have that empowering belief. Take on the empowering belief that you can do it. So if you have the empowering belief that I can do it, right? Even though you're scared, you will still go on stage. You will still raise your hand to contribute. You will still share your ideas because you believe. So I believe that I can do it. So even though I'm scared, I still go on stage. And as I begin speaking, the nervousness leaves. I don't feel scared anymore. I then become free, right? So being confident doesn't mean you won't be scared. Sometimes you will be. But because you believe in yourself, right, which is why we are here, you need to believe in yourself. Remember last week we talked about empowering belief. Believe that you can do it, right? Believe you can do it so that you don't give up easily. You don't quit. So when you believe in yourself, that shows that what? You will be confident to take on those new opportunities. Okay? So self-confidence means believing in yourself, trying your best, and not giving up even when things feel hard. Good. See, Active Tiara and Faithful Tifa says, in my new school, I felt really shy. Now I'm not shy anymore. You see, I'm not shy anymore because she believes that she can what? She can become a part of the team. She can make new friends there. She has come to stay in that school. So she can't keep being shy, right? Then she had to what? She had to believe in herself and say, in this school, I'm going to excel. You know what? So I have to what? I just have to follow the flow. I have to become a member. And now she's not shy anymore, right? So yeah, so that's what self-confidence is about. Thank you for sharing, Active Tiara and Faithful Tifa. Okay, so now we're going to move on to our case study. So it's the story of Amina and the class presentation. It says Amina loved drawing, but she hated speaking in front of the class. One day, a teacher announced that everyone had to present a project. Amina felt scared and thought, I'm not good at talking. I will mess up. Her older cousin then told her, being confident doesn't mean you won't be scared. You see, it means you believe you can learn, you can do it, you can improve. Then you know what Amina did? She practiced at home. She practiced her presentation. She made cue cards. Those are things like little notes that would help her remember what she wants to say. And then she reminded herself, I don't have to be perfect. I just have to try. On the presentation day, her voice shook at first, but she finished. She spoke. Her classmates clapped, and her teacher praised her effort. Amina realized, I can do hard things even when I'm nervous. So you see, you can do hard things even when you're nervous. So the lesson here is that self-confidence grows when you try, not when you avoid challenges. So if you keep saying, oh, I can't do it, I can't do it, I can't do it, then you won't be able to face it, right? And you won't be able to grow out of that shyness. You won't be able to grow out of that belief. You just need to try. When you try, then you see that it becomes easy for you. Say you can't speak in front of the public. Start speaking in front of the mirror. Speak in front of your brother. Speak in front of your parent. Gather your friends. Speak in front of them. The more you practice, the more you get better at it. And you see that what? You won't feel shy anymore. It might not be the first day, but over time, right, you see yourself growing out of that shyness, out of that nervousness, and then you're more confident. You begin to believe in yourself. And the moment you can do the first thing, you see that other things become easy. Other things become easy for you. Okay? So through practice, through support, and positive thinking, it's not about being perfect. Like I said, you might not get it right the first time, but what? The more you do it, the more you get better at it, the more you get perfect, right? You see, Organized Kumi says, now I can go to Young Voices, which is a music club that will go to stage next week. Before she used to be shy. So can you see that was Excel? You see, right? So, and I had to present a presentation, you see? So you say, so just believe in yourself. If you believe you can do it, you would stand in front of that audience, right? So just believe, just have that belief that I can do it, right? Have that empowering belief, I can do it. And support yourself with encouragers. Remember, we spoke about it last week, and we're still going to speak about it today. Know your friends. Your friends, let them align with your values. Let them be people whose value matches your value, right? And they can be there to support you, not those who discourage you. So what's the importance of self-confidence? So self-confidence helps you to try new things, right? It helps you to try new things. You join the school soccer team, even though you've never played before. You go on to join the school soccer team. Even though you try drawing with watercolor for the first time, it might not be beautiful, right? But as you try, you get better at using watercolors, right? You volunteer to read aloud in class. You don't know how to speak in public, right? But then you start by volunteering. So self-confidence helps you to try new things. It helps you to do better in school activities. You see yourself participating more, answering questions in class. You're joining themes, right? You're giving your best effort, and that will help you grow. So that's why you need self-confidence, right? That's why you need self-confidence. Another reason is that what it helps you learn from your mistake. Remember, we said self-confidence doesn't mean what? It helps you not to give up. Self-confidence helps you not to give up, right? So it helps you to learn from mistakes. Even though you try that math, you try solving it. You see, oh, this answer is not matching. This answer, I'm not getting this answer. But what? You keep trying. You keep trying. You keep trying. You learn from it. You go back to it and say, what did I not do well? Did I miss a step in this math? Oh, this spelling. Oh, I didn't spell it well. What did I miss? Was it an A or a he? Right? So self-confidence, because you believe you can do it, right? So when something is not working, you'll be curious. You'll be like, what happened here? What did I do that is not right? What have I done? Where have I missed it? Right? Because you believe that, no, Fola, I can do this. Dami, I can do this, right? So because of that, you'll be curious to know, where did the mistake happen, right? Where did I miss a step? Where is the error, right? You'll be able to handle mistakes better. And lastly, it helps you set and reach your goals because you believe you can do it. You will set goals, even bigger goals, big goals, big goals. It will help you to set big goals. And then you will do what? And then you'll be able to walk towards it because you can believe it. You believe that you can do it, right? Because you believe you can do it. So you need self-confidence so that you can achieve your goals. They are bigger goals. For example, someone that says, oh, I will speak on global stage, right? I will receive an award, right? I will receive an award from the president of my nation, right? And yet the person at age 8, they are still shy. Does it look like that dream would be a reality because they are shy? To them, it might look like, oh no. But the moment they have an empowering belief and they believe, they have self-confidence that I will speak on global stage, I will receive an award from the president of my nation, they keep pushing for it. They might be shy now, but you know what? They will seek the support they need. They will put in the practice, and that's where goals come in. They will start by setting small goals and say, okay, every 5 minutes a day, every 5 minutes each day, I'm going to speak in front of the mirror. That's where I'm going to start from. Then I will take it on to class, answer a question, so that what? I stop being nervous. And that way, they grow their public speaking skills. They can enroll for presentation, like how to present yourself, how to coordinate yourself. Those are bigger goals, right? But then they start small. So when you believe in yourself that I'm going to speak on the global stage, right? I will represent myself, my school in the national. When I write my common entrance exam, I will be the number one. You would be able to set goals, right? You would then be, because you believe, you would then be able to put those goals in place, starting small. Things you can do 5 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day, so that you can achieve that bigger goal. Okay? So you need to believe in yourself. Okay? So now we're going to have an activity. And it's just, there is no right or wrong answer. Okay? I just want to assess your self-confidence level. So the activity is, would you rather? I know we have a game like that, right? We are all familiar with the game. Would you rather choose a bicycle or a Lamborghini? So that's not our question here, right? But you are familiar with the would you rather, right? So now I'm going to ask you questions, and then you're just going to put it in the chart, A or B, right? There is no right or wrong answer, like I said. So now, would you rather try a brand new sport or try learning a new musical instrument? Would you rather try a brand new sport or try learning a new musical instrument? Yes, sure. Active Tiaraka, yes. And Faithful Tefe, yeah, get water. Yeah, sure. And use the bathroom. That's beautiful. Yeah, that's good. Thank you. So Brave Tiara says, yes, try a brand new sport. Wise David, brand new sport. Yes. Organized Excellent Excel says, yeah, and Kumi, yeah, they said they're going to try a brand new sport. Yes, thank you for sharing. So now I want to ask another question. Okay, Flourish Fola says, I'm going to try learning a new musical instrument. That's beautiful. So I can get better if I practice. So would you rather say I can get better if I practice, or I am proud of myself for trying? Would you rather? Which would you say? I can get better if I practice, or I am proud of myself for trying? Which would you rather say? Which would you rather say? Okay, I can get better if I practice. Beautiful, Brave Tiara, Wise David, and Brave Deborah. Good. Excel and Kumi says, yes, I can get better if I practice. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the next that says, would you rather try something hard and maybe mess up, or avoid that thing because you're scared and you won't do well? So would you rather? Would you rather try something hard and maybe mess up, right? Or avoid it because you are scared that you won't do well? Good. Wise David and Brave Deborah says, I will try something hard and maybe mess up. That's beautiful. The same as Samsung SM. Also organized, Oluwakumi and Excellent Excel, Brave Tiara. Yes, we're going to try something right hard. And it's good for us to mess up because we're going to learn from it. We're going to learn from it. And that's the mindset we need to carry, that I can do our things. Even though I mess up, I'm still going to do it. I'm still going to do it anyway, right? I'm still going to do it. Okay. So then the last one, would you rather say something kind to a friend who feels nervous, or say something kind to yourself when you feel nervous? Would you rather say something kind to a friend who feels nervous, or say something kind to yourself when you feel nervous? Good. Brave Tiara says, say something kind to a friend who feels nervous. The same Organized Oluwakumi says, I will say something kind to a friend. And Organized Kumi, okay, was Excellent Excel that says, I will say something kind to a friend. And Excellent Excel says, I would say something kind to myself when I feel nervous. Yes, and I believe it's an empowering statement, right? That I can do this. Even though I'm nervous, I can still do it. I can still do it. I can still do it. Thank you, Wise Deborah and Brave David. Wise David and Brave Deborah, Brave Tiara, Samsung SM, Flourish Fola. Yes, we would say something kind to a friend who feels nervous, right? And that's because we ourselves, we are coming out of that nervousness. Okay? Thank you everyone for participating. So now, how can we build self-confidence, right? How can I need to believe in myself. How can I believe in myself? How can I start this process of believing in myself? So the first thing is what? Embrace a growth mindset. Like I said, right? Believe in yourself that you can do it. Understand that skills and abilities that you can develop. You can grow your abilities. You can grow your skills. And when you understand this, right, you will see mistakes as a learning opportunity. You will see them as a stepping stone. So embrace a growth mindset. When you don't get an answer right and your teacher corrects you, embrace it because it's a learning experience for you. So always see, if you try building a Lego, right, and you make a mistake, do you give up? I want you to answer me. Do you give up? No, you keep doing it, right? So that is how it is, right? From that mistake, thank you, Organized Oluwakumi and Excellent Excel. You don't give up. You keep trying. And that's it, right? That's what embrace a growth mindset and say, even if I make a mistake, right? I'm going to go back and then learn, what did I not do well? That's what you would do with your Lego. Did I miss a step? You will go back to the manual, right? The instructional manual, and then review it and say, oh, I think I missed a step, right? And then you go back to it. And that's how it is. Embrace a growth mindset. Instead of saying, I can't do this. Remember our yet, right? Says, I can learn this. I can't do it yet, but I can learn. I'm not good at it yet, but I can keep practicing so that I'm good. So embrace a growth mindset. When someone corrects you, right? If your teacher corrects your mistakes in school, maybe your homework, do you say, oh, why did you do this, right? You go back to it. You go back to that math. You go back to that English. You review it, right? So that next time, if your teacher gives you that assignment, you would score an A or you score 10 over 10 instead of maybe the 8 over 10 you had in the past, right? So that's it. First off, embrace a growth mindset. Believe that you can do it. Believe that you can achieve that goal. Believe you can be the best. Believe that what? You can get an award, right? And then you would see yourself putting every effort towards achieving that goal. Then take small, brave steps. And that comes to your goal. That speaks to your goal. Take small, brave steps. Big goals can feel scary. Oh, I want to become a doctor. It's scary, right? Oh, I want to become the world best soccer player. It might feel scary. It's huge, it's large, it's wide, right? It's a big dream. It's a big goal. I want to be an engineer, right? I want to be an astronaut traveling into the moon, into space, right? It's a big goal. But you know what? The small steps you're taking, the small steps you're taking is that what? You're starting from kindergarten to K1 and grade 1 to grade 2 to grade 3, grade 4, grade 5, up until high school. And then you go to university. Those are the small steps. So if you want to say, I want to be better at spelling, break it down. What's that big goal? Your big goal is you want to be good at spelling. So break it down into a small step and say, okay, 5 minutes a day, I'm going to practice 2 words. Oh, I want to be good at public speaking. Practice it and say, okay, I'm going to start with answering questions in class, right? I'm going to start with sharing my ideas with my friend. Break it into small, simple steps that you can do. Oh, I want to be good at my dribbling skill. Start by saying, oh, okay, maybe I'm going to have cones around, and then practice 5 minutes to play the ball around the cones. Right? So look for small steps that you can take, right? And as you begin to take them, over time, it feels easier. Then you can move on to the next steps. You can move on to the next steps. You can say, oh, I want to complete a whole chapter, like a whole book, right? You want to read a whole book, which is about, let's say, 150 pages. You can say, read a book, a chapter, or a chapter or 5 pages a day, depending on your capacity. You can say, okay, I'm going to read 5 pages a day. And as that goes by, when 5 pages out of 150 leaves, it becomes what? 145. You read another 5 the next day, it becomes 130. Before you know, it becomes 0. You are done reading that book, right? That big book that looks giant and says, oh, 150 pages. This is overwhelming. But because you broke it down to 5 pages a day, it becomes easier, right? It becomes easier. You want to learn how to ride a bicycle. You start by pedaling, right? And then over time, you can say, okay, I will walk, I will drive, ride short distance. And before you know it, you are able to ride a mile. Do you understand? So set small, simple goals, right? Set small, simple goals. Mine has 5. We see Oluwakumi, organized Oluwakumi says she has a book that is 500 plus pages. So you start small, maybe 10 pages a day, dedicate 15 minutes a day. And before you know it, the 500 pages becomes what? 0 pages. You are done reading it, right? You're done reading it. So set small goals, then try something new. So confidence, your self-confidence grows when you try something new. It could be a new game, a new subject, a new skill. Like some of us said that we would rather try a new skill, right? We would rather try a new skill. So try something new. You challenge yourself and say, I'm not good at drawing. I'm going to challenge myself to draw. I'm going to draw a portrait of my mom. I'm going to draw a portrait of my dad. And when you draw it and you achieve it, right, you would see that trying something new the next time will not be difficult for you. Especially when you draw your mom and you see that, oh, wow, this is beautiful, right? Even though you might not get it right the first time, you practice again. You will see that you would go on to say, Dad, I want to draw you. I want to draw the whole family, because you tried it the first time and you were able to do it. So new things will not be a challenge for you anymore. You will see yourself growing and believing in yourself that if I can draw my mom, then there is nothing I can draw, right? If I can draw the map of the world as a geography student, then you will say, oh, then there is nothing in this world that I can draw. As a science student, you can read your chemical, atomic, the atoms, right? You can read it all. Then you know that what? There is no book that you can't summarize. There is nothing you can't learn, right? So challenge yourself to try something new. This will help you grow your confidence. It will help you believe in yourself more. Like, let's take, for example, Organized Oluwakumi. If she's able to read that 500 plus pages in a month, for example, do you think if they give her a 1,000 page book, she won't be able to read it? Will she be able to read it? Will she be, just give me thumbs up, will she be able to read it?
She will be able to read it.
That's correct. Yeah, she will be able to, because she had done 500 plus. Then she's able to do what? She's confident in herself to say, I can do it. Not to talk of if they give her 100 page, she'll be like, if I can read 500 pages, you're giving me 100 pages. That's a small thing to me, right? So try something new. Try something new. Thank you, Flourish Fola. Try something new and do what? Learn from mistakes. Learn from your mistakes. Instead of feeling bad that, oh, I didn't draw well, don't feel bad. Everyone makes mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. Mistakes doesn't mean you are not good. They only mean that you're learning. Put that in your head. Mistakes doesn't mean you are not good. It just means that what? You are learning. So when you try something and you fail at it, it's okay. Don't feel bad about it, but take it as, I am still learning. I'm not perfect at this. I don't know it yet. That's why I failed. When I know it, I won't fail. When I know it, I won't make that mistakes. And I also want you to know that there are no failures in life, okay? It's only results and learning. And what do I mean by results and learning? Results of what effort you have put into it. Results of what you know. So there are no failures in life. Put that at the back of your mind. There are no failures in life. Don't let anyone tell you you are a failure. You are not a failure. There are no failures in life. It's only results of what you have done, right? And learning from what you have done. If you did it and you did not get it right, learn from it. Take those mistakes, right? Take those learning, what you have learned, the loopholes, the errors, work on them, improve on them. And you'll see that the next time you're doing it, it's a success. You won't make that mistakes anymore. And do you know what failure means? What failure means? Fail, F-A-I-L. It means first attempt in learning. So that's your first attempt, and that's why you didn't get it. By the time you try it the second time, you try it the third time, you will see yourself being perfect. You will see yourself getting closer to perfect. Okay? So fail, right? If you say you fail at something, it means it is your first attempt in learning. So put that at the back of your mind. So I want you to reframe failure, because failure is just an event. It is not your identity. Failure is not, so don't let anyone tell you you are a failure. Failure is not your identity. It is just that it happened because that is your first attempt in learning that thing. Okay? And when you have this mindset, it builds your confidence. Okay? Remember, you're not a failure. You are not a failure. Okay? So when mistakes happen or you didn't get it right, ask yourself, what did I not do well? What can I do better next time? That's the only way you can do what? You can achieve success in that area. That's the only way you can improve. Okay, so that you don't make that mistakes the next time. So ask yourself, what did I not do better? Okay, and also use positive self-talk. Tell yourself, be kind to yourself. Yes, you made a mistake, but that does not mean you can't do it. Talk to yourself, I can do it. It's just my first attempt in learning. It's just my first attempt doing this. It's my first attempt drawing. It's my first attempt playing soccer. Right? Speak to yourself, empowering beliefs. Instead of saying, I'm terrible. I'm terrible. I can't even do it. I always mess things up. No. Say, it's okay. I will try again. Tell yourself, I can do this. I'm learning and I'm getting better. It's okay to make mistakes. Mistakes help me learn. Tell yourself this and your brain will listen. Your brain will listen. It will help you to keep pushing. Okay? And then practice, practice, practice. Keep practicing. You're not good at it the first time, try it the second time. You're not good at it the second time, try it again the third time until you get better. Practice, keep practicing. Keep practicing. Okay? As you practice your multiplication table, for example, for 10 minutes every day, before you know it, you start doing the mental math. If they give you 5 times 8, you're able to give them the answer. Why? Because you have practiced. Rehearse your school presentation, right? Like Excellent Excel, he has a presentation, Organized Oluwakumi, I believe, has a presentation. Practice your presentation so that when you go out there, right, you are able to communicate fluently. You are able to communicate better. So practice every day. Practice that skill every day. And surround yourself with encouraging people. I will keep saying this. Encouraging teachers, encouraging friends. Your parents are your number one encouragers. Surround yourself with encouraging people, people that tell you, you can do it. Go for it. Even when you yourself feel, oh, I can't do it, right? Surround yourself with friends who will tell you, you've got this, right? Your siblings will help you study. You can give them the book and say, okay, just look at it. For example, someone who has a presentation, give your sibling the presentation and say, I'm going to try this presentation. Just keep looking at it. Let me know the line that I missed. They are your encouragers, your siblings, right? Sit with classmates who are kind instead of those who put you down. Surround yourself with encouraging people. Reassess your friendships. Reassess your friends. Who are my friends? Are there people who are encouraging me? Right? Surround yourself with encouragers. Thank you. Yes, you're putting my answer in the chat. 5 times 8 is 40. Thank you. Yes, right? Surround yourself with encouragers. Good company equals to good confidence. Good company, you have good company around you, it equals to good confidence. When you have people that are not good around you, they will discourage you. They won't encourage you to push on for that goal, to keep pushing to achieve that goal. So surround yourself. Good company equals to good confidence. They help you grow your confidence. And lastly, celebrate your effort. Celebrate yourself. I'll keep saying it. If you achieve your goal, celebrate yourself. Right? You read 5 minutes in a day. Celebrate yourself for that. Give yourself a pat in the back. Give yourself high five and say, I did it. Right? You were supposed to solve 2 maths. You solved 3. Give yourself, that's a win. Say, I'm proud of myself. I'm improving. Right? I'm proud I tried my best. Even if you did not get it right, still tell yourself, I'm proud that I tried. I'm proud that I did it. I tried my best. Okay? So remember, try, think positive, take small steps, keep going, and be proud of yourself. Celebrate your wins. Okay? Celebrate your wins. So what is one thing, I want you to put in the chat, what is one small brave thing you can try today? Tell me, what's one small brave thing you can try today to grow your self-confidence? I want to put in the chat. Organized Oluwakumi and Excellent Excel says sleeping. So that means you want to relax, right? You want to relax your brain.
That was just her. It wasn't me.
It was yes.
Okay. Okay, so what's one small brave thing you can try today to improve your self-confidence? Okay, what's one brave thing you can do? Spellings. Oh, okay, spelling. Good, you try your spelling. Okay.
For me.
To get along with people you don't know how to. Okay, so now that's brave, Tiara. So now you would start, right? So you can try. If you don't know how to get along with people, try with, try maybe with your sister, right? You can practice, how do I start up a conversation with a friend? Okay, Active Tiara and Faithful Tifa says speaking up. Okay, you speak up, right? Speak up. Samsung says math. Flourish Fola says reading. Yes. Deborah says presentation. Active Tiara and Faithful Tifa says coding. Organized Oluwakumi and Excellent says reading. Yes. So try, like I said, break it into small steps. Okay. What can you do every day? What can you do every day? Just maybe 5 minutes a day is fine. As time goes by, you see yourself going into 10 minutes a day, 15 minutes a day, 20 minutes a day, 30 minutes a day. Okay? And Wise David says participating in class. Yes. Try by raising your hand. And that would help you. Yes. Yes, it will help you. Thank you. Speaking up, Tifa says, good. Thank you so much, everyone, for contributing. So we're going to move into our conclusion that says self-confidence grows when we try. Remember, it grows when you try, not when you avoid challenges. Don't say it's too difficult, so I'm not going to try. No, try it. Okay, Flourish Fola says writing. Organized Oluwakumi says long division. Remember, break it down into small steps so that what you can achieve that bigger goal. Okay, so self-confidence grow when we try, not when you avoid that challenge. And self-confidence means trying. You don't have to be perfect. Just have that mindset that I can try. Okay, and feeling the nervous doesn't mean you are not confident. You can be confident and still be nervous. But the more you try, the more that nervousness leaves, right? The more you don't feel scared anymore. And confidence grows with action and practice. Every small, brave steps count, okay? So in your journal, I want you to journal down one sentence that begin with, I am capable of, I believe I can, I am proud that, whichever. So next week, you're going to share it with me, okay? What are you capable of? I believe I can, and I'm proud that, whichever it is that you want to choose. Just put it down in your journal, and next week, you're going to tell me about it, okay? So we're going to move on to affirmation. Thank you, everyone, for showing up today. So now I want us to move on to affirmation. So will you say with me, I believe in myself.
I believe in myself.
I am learning.
I am learning.
And I am enough.
I am enough.
So let's say it again. I believe in myself.
I believe in myself.
I am learning.
I am learning.
And I am enough.
I am enough.
Okay, so remember, believe in yourself that you can do it and then go for it. Okay? So thank you so much for joining the class today. I want to encourage you. Yes, thank you, David. Yes, Wise David. Yes, thank you so much for joining. I would see you all next week. Feel free to invite your friends, okay?
Okay.
And we would be having a question and answer session next week. So let mom and dad know if you want to attend so that they can register you, and I will see you next week. Okay, Flourish Fola, you have something to share with us quickly? I can't hear you, you're on mute.
Can I show you my trophy?
Okay, quickly. Yep. Is it with you?
No, I want to go get it.
Okay, maybe next week you're gonna get it ready, okay? And then you show us next week, okay? All right, thank you so much. All right, thank you everyone, and I will see you next week. Enjoy the rest of your week, your weekend, and then your week. Bye.
Wow.